There's a new federal rule by the Trump administration that's already delaying people's money by 10 weeks, and almost nobody is talking about it. All right, listen up, because this affects almost everybody watching this video. If you have direct deposit set up for your paycheck, your tax refund, or your Social Security, any federal payment, there's a policy change that already happened and most people still haven't caught up to it. It's not a rumor, it's not a scare tactic, it's real. It's documented, and if your information isn't buttoned up, your money can get stuck for weeks. So I'm gonna break down exactly what changed and what it means for your credit and the 3 moves you need to make this week. So let's go ahead and get right into it. But let me ask you a quick question before we start. When's the last time you actually logged into your bank account and double checked that your direct deposit info, your routing number, your account number, your address on file is 100% correct? Be honest with me, and I know most of you haven't done that in years, and that's exactly who this hits the hardest, the people who said it and forgot completely about it. So I want you to comment the word deposit if you haven't actually checked any of your personal information at your bank account in the most recent 3 months. Or let's be honest, even in the past year or 2. Now let's jump into threat number 1, the IRS shift. Back in 2025, an executive order pushed the entire federal government towards electronic-only payments. For the IRS specifically, that means paper tax refund checks have been phased out for individual filers. Direct deposit is now the default. Here's the part that matters to you. In the old system, if your direct deposit bounced, wrong account number, closed account, whatever, the IRS would cut you a paper check automatically. That safety net is now gone. Now, if your deposit fails or you didn't include your banking info at all, the IRS sends you a notice. It's called a CP53E, and you've got about 30 days to respond and fix it. If you don't catch that notice or you ignore it, your refund doesn't come. And once it finally does convert to a paper check, we're talking 10 plus weeks now, compared to the 3 to 4 week wait it used to be. Think about that for a second. 10 weeks. If you're counting on that refund to catch up on a bill, pay down a collection, or cover rent, 10 weeks is a long time to be stuck. And this is 100% avoidable. It comes down to your bank info actually being accurate on your return. Now moving on to threat number 2, Social Security. Same story on the Social Security side, and this one hits seniors and disability recipients even the hardest. As of the same policy shift, the Social Security Administration stopped mailing paper checks. If you're still getting a paper check or your direct deposit info is outdated, old bank account, old address, your payment does not just show up in the mail like it used to. You actually have to catch the problem yourself. Call in and get it fixed, and that can mean a delay right when people need that money the most, like around rent or car payment due date. If you're on Social Security and you're not 100% sure if your direct deposit info is current, pause the video right now and go check it. I mean it. Now moving on to number 3, the bank levy backdoor. Now here's the one that trips people up because it sounds contradictory. By federal law, debt collectors are not allowed to garnish your Social Security. That's true, but here's what actually happens in practice when a creditor gets a judgment against you. They can still freeze your bank account with a levy, and by law, banks are required to automatically protect up to 2 months worth of federal benefit deposits like Social Security in that account. And of course, the problem? A lot of responsible seniors have more than 2 months of savings sitting in that account, especially if they have been disciplined about savings. So anything above that 2-month protected amount is fair game for the levy. So the account gets frozen, your automatic bill payments start bouncing, and now you've got a missed rent payment, a missed car payment, a missed credit card payment, and all because that money was never supposed to be touchable in the first place. But now let's talk about how this connects to your credit, because here's exactly why I'm covering this on a credit channel and not just a finance channel. Every single one of these 3 situations, a delayed refund, a delayed Social Security payment, or a frozen account from a levy, leads to the same outcome if you're not paying attention: a missed payment. And a missed payment gets reported, they show up on your credit report. They can trigger late fees, they can trigger default interest rates, and depending on your situation, they can absolutely destroy your credit score. And I'm not gonna give you a fake number and tell you this is exactly how many points you're gonna lose, because it depends on your credit mix, your history, and which bureau's pulling it. But I will tell you this, A 30, 60, 90-day late is one of the most damaging things that can hit your credit report. I mean, we could be potentially talking all the way up to 140 points. That's pretty crazy when you think about it. I want to give a special shout out to all my beasters out there that are working hard to fix their credit using DisputeBeast, the most advanced AI credit repair software ever created that comes with a 110% money back guarantee. But specifically to Brandon, Brandon's credit score went up 185 points after just one round with DisputeBeast. And Ashley's credit score went up 218 points after just 2 rounds with DisputeBeast. But let's not forget about Julio. Julio's credit score went up 266 points after just 1 round with DisputeBeast. DisputeBeast's link is going to be pinned at the very top of the comments and in the video description for anyone that needs to fix their credit. Because here's the part that people don't understand. A 30-day late, a 60-day late, or 90-day late all react completely different to your credit scores. So you could lose 20 points, 40 points, 60 points, 100 points, all different points from each different type of late payment. So now let me give you the 3 steps to protect yourself. Here's exactly what you need to start doing today. Last part's the most important. Step 1, log into your bank account right now and confirm your routing and account numbers are current. Then go to ssa.gov or call the Social Security Administration directly at 1-800-772-1213 and confirm the account info they have on file matches your actual bank account. If you moved or switched banks recently, update it immediately. Or you can go online and find the Social Security Administration's phone number also if you need to do that. Step 2, turn on every bank alert you can. Text, email, push notifications, all of it. If a payment bounces or your account gets flagged for any reason, you want to follow up within minutes, not weeks, so you can act before it snowballs into a missed bill, which is going to turn into a missed late payment. Step 3, if you ever do get hit with a bank levy, know your rights. You're entitled to a proper notice, and a 2-month federal benefit protection I mentioned has to be honored by law. If it's not, or you think something was done improperly, that's when you need to talk to an attorney in your local area. I don't offer or know any of any legal services or any legal plans, so you're gonna have to find somebody in your local area, unfortunately. Now, I want you to drop your take in the comments. Do you think this whole shift to electronic only payments is actually about protecting people, or is it about control? I wanna hear it. If this helped you, share with a friend or someone who's getting paper checks or hasn't checked their direct deposit info in years. It might save them 10 weeks of waiting. And if you have any collections, charge-offs, or negative items that you need to delete from your credit reports, make sure to watch this video right here because it's gonna show you how AI will do all the work for you, mail your letters, and it comes with a 110% money back guarantee. And if you felt that I brought you some value in this video, make sure that you don't forget and subscribe to increase your credit score.